So I've waited about 2 years to make this video, you guys. You guys have waited 2 years for me to drop it. You just might not have known it. What we're talking about is the DBS Nerf. Not buff, all right? We've seen plenty of DBS buffs along the way. What's amazing about the DBS, it makes me wonder if there's other like hidden gem weapons out there that are really OP that truly no one's really using. If you can think of one, let me know down in the comment section. And also, I noticed when I don't ask or demand that you guys drop the like button, nobody drops likes. So this is gonna be my time to ask you guys. If you guys drop a like if you enjoy the video, would really appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. So the DBS being a hidden gem, the DBS was never nerfed before. The weapon was actually just the exact same weapon that it was, except people would get pissed off when they would take time out of their day to go to an airdrop, and then waiting for them inside of the crate back in the day would be a shotgun, and people would just be pissed off. They're like, well, I'm not going to swap I don't want a shotgun. I'm in phase 5. What do I going to pick up the shotgun for? And then people were saying, hey, make the DBS world spawn. Why is it in the airdrops? Take it out of the airdrops. And guess what? PUBG Mobile did it. They removed the DBS from the airdrops. They made it world spawn. And even then, people are still kind of skeptical to use it. And it just took little by little, everything changed. And by everything, I'm talking about how you play classics, how tryhards play the game, how campers play the game, campers sitting in the corner with the DBS, to include this thing called esports, where there's hundreds of thousands of dollars on the line. And what is the weapon that everybody's using? You guessed it, the DBS. However, it never actually got a nerf. They actually buffed it back in the day, where they made the shots more effective. They increased the bullet speed from range. So now it wasn't just a CQC up in your face weapon. It was actually, you could use it at a decent distance, even up to 40 meters away, which is massive for a shotgun. Well, guess what? Update 3.1. I got so many videos lined up for you guys. Me and Sam been working overtime. 3.1 might be the most memorable update, at least in recent memory, as far as all the changes coming. So make sure you guys keep it locked right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this play. Spacebar is not working as always. That's gonna be the hugest one. This weapon will no longer be as effective from range. Is this going to be enough? And you guys already know, no matter what you do in the training grounds, until you actually take it to the battlegrounds, you don't really get a true feel of the weapon. And also understand, a lot of these numbers are subject to change. They've already changed twice in this beta. They're still, fine-tuning it before global. But you can see a huge damage drop-off from range, okay? Again, this is what it's going to be. So right here, that's 60. That's 60. That's 82. And that's 104. What I'm wondering is how much of an effect this is going to have. If I could guess, you guys can see, look at the spread. The further he goes back, look at the spread of these rounds. Okay, see here he's at 169. Again, this is no armor. And look at the spread now. Okay, you guys can see it. Just right over here on the right hand side. The spread is huge. He's also going to go ahead and demonstrate what it looks like currently in the game. And that's where you see a huge difference. Look at that. So when he's shooting that, only about four of those rounds, or pellets, if you will, are landing on the target in beta. I want to say out of all of the, look at that, only 66. Right now, from this range, 2 shots from this range is going to kill you. Even with something like level 2 armor, and like I said, because there's been a huge drop in bullet speed. So basically, what's happening right now with the DBS, they've decreased the bullet velocity. All right, they've decreased the bullet speed. So now, when you shoot from range, by the time the rounds or the pellets get to the target, they're already spread out. So a lot of those pellets that would normally be hitting the target are no longer going to be hitting the target. I mean, look at from this range. All right, so let's go ahead and drop. All right, he's basically sniping at this point. So here's what it looks like in global. Let's go ahead and take a look. Here's 261, right? Let's see what it looks like from range here. Look at the, you can already tell. Just look at the target. I mean, off the rip, you can already tell. Look at how concentrated these shots are. Look at that. Compared to how peppered they were in beta, which is, again, that's what, you know, that's what's gonna be coming to global. Look at that. Look at this. Look how tight this grouping is from this range. All right, huge difference, and it's hip fire, and it's doing more damage. So this is why, okay, this is why I think this is a good change. The weapon is still going to be incredibly effective in CQC, and this weapon doesn't fire itself, right? All right, you have to pull the trigger. Okay, that's how weapons work. Okay, so in CQC, shotguns should be incredibly effective. And you know why that is? Because they're not full auto, they're still tap fire, and you still have to land your shots. All right, what made the DBS so broken, all right, because people always say, oh, well, shotguns are supposed to kill, one shot, one kill kind of thing. The difference is the amount of times that you can fire, all right, the amount of times that you can fire, and the damage it would do from distance. Okay, shotguns should not be effective from this range, and that's why it was so incredibly broken. You know, the pump is not broken. No one's ever complaining about the pump. No one complains about the over under. Nobody complains about it. You with the over under, the 686, you got, or the 1897, you have 2 shots and then you got to reload. Boom boom, you have to reload. And the reason why I think this is a great nerf is the fact that you're still going to be able to use it, because we've seen weapons that they've nerfed into the ground where pretty much no one's going to be using them anymore. What's nice about this nerf is it still makes it extremely effective on where it should be effective, which is CQC. It will still drop you in a CQC situation. Look, a level 3 vest, look at that. Level 3 vest, it still did 108 damage. It's still going to drop you when you're up close and personal, but it will be drastically nerfed from range, which is where a lot of people were using this weapon. I'm very curious to see how it's going to work, or what other slight changes they will make once it goes to global. That's what I'm curious to see. Now, as far as the actual percentages, this is what they've been dropped down to. So headshot has been reduced by 13.83%. All right. Body shots have been reduced by 9.87%. So what do you guys think? You know, I mean, we've heard a lot. I mean, we've heard a lot of people, again, whether you're a classic player, you know, whether you're whether you're ranking, whether you're just playing for fun, all the way up to the esports level where people have had a huge issue. What kind of sucks is when, especially esports players, but classic players as well, when you're forced into a very specific meta, and if you don't use those meta weapons, you're instantly at a disadvantage. And that's where I think we're at right now. The meta has been extremely stale. When we're talking about, it's not even just the M4. We always say M4. You know, I really don't know why, but it's any of the 5.56 weapons when we're talking about spray, and when we're talking about shotguns, but specifically the DBS. What do you guys think of this nerf? This is something I can get behind. But again, that's just my opinion. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section.